Hello, love. I'm here to do your personal reading. So thankful and grateful that you chose me to read for you once again. So let's get into this. Let's look first off at the situation I heard regarding your mother and her health. Okay. So we're going to start with you and what's going on around you. I have my traditional Rider-Waite, and interesting, as I'm doing this, there's a gnat, which is an annoyance. There is a message. I haven't seen a gnat for a while, so quite a while. In regards to the situation with your mother and her health, what's the messages? Page of Pentacles. I mean, you're thinking about the situation, but it's kind of like, what can you do, you know? Knight of Wands. There's definitely big changes in store. She's going to want to come to you and bring you, the weight of what she's carrying. In the past, I see that whatever she's experiencing now is coming from what she created in the past. So these health issues are side effects clearly of what she's had in the past. Because now she's scared, so of course she wants to be cooperative. But I'm hearing it's going to require some lifestyle changes for her. Very serious lifestyle changes. These lifestyle changes are very difficult for her to give up. You would really like her to work on it. And you have this awareness that the situation has to do with consequences. There are consequences for actions. And she is afraid of, she's having morbid fear right now. Like she's afraid of dying, honestly. That's what I see with her. Her fears are going to materialize really quickly. You're going to hear some apologies from her because she's going to be wanting to make peace. And it looks like she's going to do what she can to make the necessary lifestyle changes. Those lifestyle changes have to do with very unhealthy choices that she's been making. And she is going to want to heal those. So what's the guidance for you in regards to your mother and her health issues? Remember that she is family. Yeah. But at the same time, you can't help her from a place of being down. You have to be understanding that I'm hearing that everything happens for a reason. Okay. With the 10 of Pentacles there, you can respect her and treat her as family as you're supposed to. She's your mother. Give me more guidance for you. Your own fears are something that you need to be aware of in this and accept that changes that are coming are, I'm hearing, by divine design. And that as things change, I'm hearing energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted. So in her life, any energy to be transmuted is up to her to transmute. So any changes she has to make them. You can't make them for her. You can't force her to make them. She has to choose them all the way for herself and do what you can to be at peace with her and with yourself about her and where things are, because you do love her. But I also see like there's not a lot for you to do besides love her as family, and you do that already. You've been doing that. So it's not like you haven't done everything that you're supposed to. You have completely done your part in this. And what's happening to her is happening to her. All you can do is forgive, be peaceful. You can be loving. So they want me to pull 2 cards, what to do and what not to do. I mean, we already pulled some what to do's, but let's see. What to do: accept that the truth hurts, but it will free you. What not to do: don't go cold and don't try to control the situation. So that's what I see in regards to your mom. Okay. Give me something else from the angels. What does she really need to know? 9 of Wands literally is my card of I've done all I can in this situation. I've taken all the lessons and experiences out of this that I can. What was at the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, there's the surprising information right there. Surprising information. So remember that you're not responsible for how others choose to live their life. You are not. They have responsibility for their own consequences and repercussions, as do you. And so for you, sitting in an energy of worry will have consequences and repercussions for you. So they want you to keep putting those worries and concerns to spirit, and knowing that the higher power is working everything out for the best for everybody in this situation, even if they don't like what that looks like. It's all based off of the choices that they take to get to the place that they're at. So, let's see what is the messages for you in regarding your new nanny. What's the energy and the messages regarding the new nanny, please and thank you. What can you show me about the experience with the new nanny? Immediately, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is a person who has challenges to their own happiness and doesn't feel like this person has a lot of feelings of not being able to do things right. Okay. And I even see like this lady with the Ace of Swords coming out. She's had a lot of people who haven't told her the truth, but you will. You will tell her the truth. I'm happy to have you here. I even feel like this lady has worked for people who have been picking up like a very oppressive energy over her. And that's why she gets feelings of not having enough. I feel like that's something that she's carried with her for a long time. Okay. Wheel of Fortune in behind her. Yeah. She was let go from her last job. She's happy to have the new job. But she's afraid of the same situations from the past coming up in regards to her job with you. So she will be listening very carefully to what instructions she's given because she wants to do things right. And I see in this position with you, she can actually let go of some of the fears and worries from before, because you will be very verbal with her, telling her where you approve and what you appreciate. Yeah, because you are the new opportunity for her, and you said yes to her, And with this Eight of Wands, I feel like she is going to be very busy to prove her worth so that you'll keep her. And as you give her words of approval, that's going to be very helpful to her, okay? At the end of the day, why do I see another? There's some sort of problem coming up. This is a problem. And again, I see you letting her go. Oh my God. Because of what choice? You are waiting for something. It's almost like if she doesn't do what she is supposed to do. Seven of Pentacles and Magician. I pick up between both of you an energy of things don't work out for me in this regard. In regards to her and her job, she has a vibration of it never works out. In regards to you and a nanny, you have a vibration of it never works out. So what can you do if you do want this to work out? 10 of Cups. Appreciate your family, and appreciate that everything that you have. Express a lot of appreciation, okay? And what do you need to let go of if you do want this to work out? Let go of the idea that people are working against you. Let go of the idea that people are working against you. If you choose to let go of the idea that people were working against you, how will that affect her response? She's going to be a lot happier. She's going to be a lot happier. If you choose to embrace that you have everything that you need and this is your happy family experience that you wanted, you'll find that this lady will embrace your family and love what she has here. I want to know more about why she's showing up as Queen of Wands in reverse, because the King of Swords, because of the Seven of Cups, because people have told her one thing and then done something else. And she doesn't, in her head, she feels like she doesn't understand why. Like she says, I give it my best and still I end up getting fired. What else about this Queen of Wands in reverse energy? Nine of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. She has a strong vibration that what she had, like she can't have more. Like every time things start to look better in her life, everything falls down. So she's got a strong vibration that affects her with her job. Even when she has an employer who is pleased with what she does and wants to keep her on, she has this background story going in her head of a fear that, well, they're going to let me go because, this is going too well. It's going to blow up at any minute. It's not going to work. It's too good to be true. That type of vibe is something that she's got going on inside of herself. And it will reflect and mirror with your vibe of every time I get a nanny, I got to fire them. Something goes wrong. Okay. So the guidance for you is she's not out. Well, let me is she out to get, is she let me see. Is she a good fit for you and your needs for your family? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It says no. And you already can tell in some sort of way. Why is she not a good fit for you and your family? One more card off the top. Because 3 of Wands. She's just expecting something better. Expecting something better. It's like almost like she wants more. She's going to want more than she could get. It's almost like she needs a lot of upbuilding. She's going to need a lot of guidance, or she's going to need a lot of correction. There's something like that. If she is Ah, that's what it is. Okay. So it's interesting that she works in a way that makes her jealous of the people who she works for. She feels like she should be the one to have people working for her, and she should have the things that the people that she works for has. Oh my God, I really don't like the negativity that's coming out in this, but that's what I'm getting there. Can we just have one more card about guidance for you regarding getting a nanny? King of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. They are working for you. How they feel about it doesn't matter. As long as they're doing the job that you've asked them to, that's their business. Keep it separate. Do not mix in. And it's hard because she's working with your family, right? But she may be working with your family, but there's something here about don't get emotionally drawn into her stuff or bring her into your emotional stuff. It's none of her business. I'm hearing it's none of her business. Okay, that's difficult because normally when I tell people separate business and personal, it's the business is not so personal. In this case, the business is very personal, but the emotional part doesn't have to be. How she feels about what she has to do while she's there is not relevant. Is how long will this nanny last? How long will this nanny last? Three of Cups. I feel like it's not going to be very long. Less than a year is the vibe that I'm getting. Even, yeah, because it's like with the Three of Cups, that's a card of friendship. It's going to last until you try to make friends with her, is another thing that I'm getting. She's not your friend. She's there to be the nanny. Don't try to make friends with her. And they're showing me all the movies, and they're saying, yeah, in none of those movies were these people really the friends. Okay. Interesting. She will last as long as you're happy about having her there. And when you try to put her into a role more than what she's there to fulfill, that's where things will start to get shifty and change, is what I'm getting. Okay. Let's see what else messages we could get from your angels about what's happening in your household at this time for the rest of your reading. Thank you for your purchase today. If somebody else is going to see this and want a reading, you can go to the website and we can make that happen for you too. Let's see, what do we have for you about the changes in your life? The Six of Cups. You're thinking about going back to the past. What is the Seven of Swords? Somebody thinks they're sneaky because they don't have enough. They're making a choice to come home and apologize. I am sorry with what I'm telling you because this doesn't feel good. But what I see is this change in your life. This is your mom wanting to come home because she wants to start over again. She wants to apologize. But it's because you have more than her. So what's the guidance? The guidance for you, huh? One way or another, this isn't going to end pretty. They're saying you have to accept that. You can cut your losses while you're ahead, or you can see just how bad it's going to get. But a win in this situation isn't going to feel much different than a loss. That's not pleasant news. So overall, you got some real challenging shit going on in your life. Okay, what is the vibration? They want me to use these cards. Let's see, what is it that is attracting all the holding, is attracting so many challenges in your life to you at this time, what's the vibration that you're holding that is attracting so much to you? Healing. Oh, well, it may not be easy, honey, but you're in a healing vibe. The guidance that's coming out is teaching and learning. These are all about teaching and learning. You've been healing. And so in your healing, you've learned so much. So a lot of these challenges are coming in to honor the learning that you've been doing, so you can share what you've learned, and more importantly, apply what you've learned. So one more card off the top. They said adventure. Just look at it all as a big adventure, because at the end of the day, that's what it really is. It's not good or bad. It just is. And how will you handle it with all that you've learned? This is all part of your healing process. So that's what I have for you at this time, my love. Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. Mwah.